basketball team is planning a party. A slumber party. But be on the lookout for an uninvited guest. When the pizza arrives, things really start jumping. Some people may have to leave early, but others will hang around. But for those who stay, there'll be plenty of surprises. One thing's for sure, no one's getting any sleep the night of the Slumber Party Massacre. Close your eyes for a second and sleep forever.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. That's me on the sign back there, as I always say. And JEFFMAN316 on Instagram and X. If you would like to support me there, please make sure you follow me there. So, yeah, I want to say, Rick, sorry he can't stay. He's not feeling well. He told me earlier in the week he had an issue. Said he's going to get some sleep. Hope everybody has a great night. If you wake up, Rick, you can come on back and join us. Otherwise, hope you feel better. Appreciate you letting us know, and I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you get better, Rick, is what Doug say. What's up, Dougie Fresh? And Donnie says, party time. I arrived home late first time watch, so I'm 35 minutes in. You didn't arrive home late? I mean, it's 10 o'clock. I just started, so I haven't even started the movie. Are you trying to watch it ahead of us? Either way, you can watch along with us if you want. What's up, Brentamania89? Ahoy, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by early. So this was the movie that shit, I forget who gave me the money last time, and I let them pick. Last week I forgot it was Super Bowl week, and then everybody's probably having a few drinks like me, and I didn't want to like try to hurry up and come on live, so that's why I delayed it. But we picking Slumber Party Massacre. That's what we were talking about. I thought it was funny when I opened up Internet Movie Databases and was looking at the little trailer. It doesn't match the trailer that I downloaded because it's got nudity in it. So I didn't know Internet Movie Database had nudity in their clips. But either way, so I thought that was funny. I'm talking to you guys. When I look down, all I see is naked women. So this is the one, Slumber Party Massacre from 1982. If you watch the intro again, I made a little joke. They remade this very poorly back in like 2021. I think it might have came out in 2022. Well, I didn't see anything different with it, and they didn't do anything cool, and it was just a boring rehash. So unlike cool remakes like Texas Chainsaw, Evil Dead, they didn't go anywhere new that I remember, and the movie was kind of a stinker. So I put that joke in the beginning, like that's what we were going to watch. But this is from 1982. It's rated R. It says it's only 117 minutes. The synopsis goes: a female high school student's slumber party turns into a bloodbath as a newly escaped psychotic serial killer wielding a power drill prowls her neighborhood. So I don't remember there being any real big cast members in this thing. Also, I own this on 4K, and they released 1 and 2 on a 4K disc. And ironically enough, 1 came separate, and 2 and 3 came on the Blu-ray disc. So I don't know why they didn't do 4K of number 3, but either way. Yeah, the cast list didn't seem very good as far as people that you would remember. Michelle Michaels plays Trish. I don't remember her from anything else. Robin Style, and I looked down the list, and the only name that I remembered was Brink Stevens. So she was in a lot of 80s shit. So it's directed by Amy Holden Jones. I always thought that was cool that it was directed by a female. So they can't say anything about the 80s horror movie tropes and naked chicks and all that stuff in it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Brent, but that's what I say. How is everybody doing tonight? Killer Act was definitely a one-timer. Yeah, but it was still fun. I mean, half the time we don't even watch the damn movie. So I've seen this a bunch of times. I remember watching it when I got the 4K. I don't think I've watched any of the ones, so I don't think I've watched 2 or 3 since then. One is kind of memorable. I remember it being, back in the 80s. It was one of the big box VHS tapes that I would watch. So, yeah, I don't know anything cool to talk about as far before we get into this about it does say sex and nudity moderate. I'll read this. On a magazine page, there's the image of a man's bare buttocks. Then it says in a car, a boy and a girl are kissing, and the girl's nipple is shown. Oh man, we get to see a nipple. Yeah, it was fun. I agree. All right, so if everybody's ready, let me make sure my Tubi app, I mean my Roku app is running, and I'll get connected with my headphones, and I got it tuned up. So I've already passed the Tubi commercial that plays. So since it's so short, we will watch, obviously watch it on Tubi. So if everybody's ready, I'm gonna go ahead and count down, then we can talk about anything else you guys want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Damn, the intro, the title just comes right up on the screen. Do I remember Laserdiscs being sold in stores? I don't remember seeing them. I didn't see them locally in any of my stores. Like I didn't really have a lot of stores like FYE. There was a Saturday matinee. No, I take that back. Before FYE, there was Record Town, and they did sell um they did sell laser discs. And then if they didn't have it, it was only the most popular ones in my small store. They would order them, and I remember them ordering several for me. Like I got Pulp Fiction on laser disc. I remember ordering Scream. The I think that's the only way you can get the unrated director's cut. No, but it's buttocks. Okay, whatever. We don't want to talk about male buttocks anyway. We got the Paperboy, mass murderer of 5, Russ Thorn escapes. So before we get into it, cheers, everybody. I'll look up. I don't remember anybody in this being, this lady here, whoever this that plays the main character. Her name is Trish. Let's see what else she was in. Oh man, she was in Death Wish 4, Hero and the Terror. She was in New Year's Evil, had a small part in that. And not much else. I don't remember. Do you get to see her nude? Here we go from the very beginning. Boing. Doug, you must have liked the way it started. And it's just lingering. Gotta love those sundresses.
Tits. Hooah! So, nipples, huh?
Yeah, I saw the commercial for that. Yeah, Evolve was like a very like indie promotion, like very small, like way smaller than anything else on TV. So it's kind of like going to be their NXT of NXT. Doug would like to point out that there's a lot of nudity in this. Maybe we should do a per minute of movie time. How many boobs do you see? And I thought that's fun. That Evolve, that's going to be a weekly show, right? That dude don't look much older than the girl, the next door neighbor. Mom, I'm 18. I already have pubes and everything. I'm going to have a slumber party. We're going to have all kinds of naked sex. Do you have any? I don't remember. I can't even remember. I don't remember much about the beginning of this. Should he play Rodney Dangerfield in a biopic? He could. I hadn't thought about that. That would be a good choice. I like that as a choice. Whether he could do the neurotic kind of jokes. I think he'd get by with that. There's a lot of nudity. Mr. Skin probably likes this one. You ever been on that website? Have I ever been, dude? That was the website to go to back in the day. When the internet first started, Mr. Skin was the site to go to. The amount of stuff that you could look up for free was amazing. You obviously couldn't play a lot of the clips. Hello and thanks. Hey, what's going on? Acres of Movies. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, weekly's on. Yeah, I know. I was surprised that it was going to be weekly. I was thinking that show might just be like monthly, but oh well. Who do you think's going to win the chamber matches? He has a large face and eyes like him, so someone suggested that, and I liked it too. Yeah, now that I think about it, like I said, with the way his eyes kind of bulge a little bit, he would look good. Well, Dangerfield couldn't do the triple Lindy himself. The tricks they can do. Go to ice cream with Paul Rudd or Luke Wilson. I'm not a huge Luke Wilson fan. There he goes. He's already drilling her. I love Paul Rudd. I got to poster images. What? And this is the early stages of the WNBA right here at its finest. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Cody. Wait a minute, I forgot to do the rumors seen her for men's, and I'm not sure who I want to win the women. I've heard so many rumors, I don't know what to believe. I heard Cena wins, but I heard Punk might work his way into the match with the favor from Heyman. This is a fun movie. I just got it to the right part. That's cool. We're like at we haven't started it very long. Hold on a second, I'll tell you. Anybody that joins now. Shit. We're 7 minutes and like 20 seconds in. The poster image where the screw thing is tangling and the girls. Oh, okay. If you were a cop, which movie character or creature would you select as your partner? Damn, that's a good question. Hey, what's up, Satan Child? I appreciate you stopping by. Anybody that's in here, make sure when you come in, you throw a like on the video, on the stream. I mean, I get what you're talking about partner. Hello. Yeah, there are lots of nudity in this. Now we got the obligatory shower scene after the girls' basketball game. Is this gonna be Porky style? I get what your question is about whether, kind of like Alien Nation, whether I'd have an alien or creature. I don't know. If it's a sci-fi movie, I would like some type of creature as my partner. But if it's just a regular, man, she's really scrubbing on that ass. Liv will probably win. I don't think Liv's going to win. I think Liv and Raquel going to fight for the tag titles. Well, don't they fight for the tag titles? I got a feeling that Naomi or Bianca are the ones that did something to Jade and that's going to end up causing the rift with them, and then they're going to lose the tag titles. So Liv and Raquel will probably defend the tag titles in Mania. I don't see them winning the. I'm trying to figure out. Do you think any chance EO will work her way? Does she have a title match Monday? I can't remember. Yeah, it's funny how Tiffany all of a sudden is now the face because everybody booing Charlotte. So that ought to be a decent tag match. Obviously, they can pin Candace. Did I see Brave New World? No, I didn't. If you watch my movie hunt, you see I can't stand that guy that plays. Well, I say that that's strong. I don't like him. What's his name? Mackie. With the guy that plays Captain America. I just think he's dry, man. I haven't seen anything he's acted in I like. I don't like that show that he's on Peacock, Twisted Metal. I think he's the weak point of that show. I just don't like him. Who's fighting for the last spot? Do you know? That's what I've heard. That it's like not really great. I don't like that they cut all of Seth Rollins stuff out. I think I think it'll be on streaming in less than 2 months, so I'll just save my money and there's plenty of movies coming up that I want to see. There's tons of movies coming out March, April, May, June, July, tons. I think 3 weeks in a row in July there's like good movies coming out. I also heard that the Red Hulk could be the only reason I want to see it, and he's in it in like basically one long extended scene. Yeah, Harrison Ford, man. When I watch him in interviews now, he seems weird. I don't know, like he's crank, like crotchety old man or something. Shaw looks like she's had more work done. Not looking good, man. She had more work done, and she's not doing anything to gain muscle mass now. She's trying to trim down and get as thin as she can. I never thought she looked good anyway. Well, I know, but I just hate you see somebody put all that effort in and went and did it or whatever, and they cut it out just because they say that whatever they changed it to wasn't hardly any better than what test screening saw. Universal Soldier out for justice. Universal Soldier, I can't stand Steven Seagal. There's a couple cool movies like Under Siege. I like that. I think isn't that the one Tommy Lee Jones is in? That's why I like it. Plus you get what was her name? Erica Elenick nude in it. But other than that, I don't really like a lot of his movies. Mark for Death was okay. Hey, what's going on, Uncle Dave? Appreciate you stopping by. How you been doing? I choose Out for Justice. Why do you choose Out for Justice? What do you like so much about Out for Justice? The Nature Girl. Woo! I hope Cena beats his string before Charlotte does. I don't think Bailey or one of the NXT girls will cost Roxanne. I don't see Roxanne being in it. Drilled her in the arm. Do I like Quigley Down Under in this man? Yeah, I like both those Tom Selleck movies. I haven't been that long ago watched Quigley Down Under, and I think Innocent Man. That's the one he goes to prison. Yeah, I like that. My wife and I both like that movie. Yep, The Muscles from Brussels. JVD. Yeah, I like William Forsythe in a lot of his early stuff. Um, a lot of those movies are good because of whoever the villain is. Isn't Out for Justice his first mainstream movie? Flat butt Flair. She never had no fucking ass to begin with. Yeah, isn't Out for Justice on it? I know I got it in a triple pack, I think. Or I might have it by itself. I can't remember. I think I had that triple pack. It's got Out for Justice and the two Under Siege movies. Oh, you talking about Quigley Down Under? Oh, if you're talking about that, yeah, didn't Quigley Down Under that just got a new re-release, didn't it? Yeah, Above the Law. That was the one I was thinking about. Yeah, I really like Innocent Man. That's one of my favorite ones. I didn't think Tom Selleck translated to the big screen very well, but I thought he was really good in that one. And I think he's pretty good in Quigley Down Under. If I'm gonna watch I'm not a big Western fan. I watched that recently, and I watched what's the Sharon Stone Western? I think I like the Sharon Stone Western better. Sophia Carson. What movie she in? Do you squeal for steel? What the fuck, dude? I would have loved to get that on a video. I'd have been like, "Do you piss for fist?" What good is drilling through the top part of the door above the door handle and lock? What's that gonna do? All right, I got my first commercial on Tubi. When I cast James Wood as Loomis, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I'll think about that. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff since he's older. Yeah, obviously I'm thinking young James Woods, and I wouldn't, that wouldn't work. I have to see him now. I don't know. Definitely have to think about that one. Anyone looking forward to the new Superman? I'm being very cautious. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm seeing a lot of things that bother me about it, though. Number one, I don't give a shit what anybody says. That suit looks like garbage. An old Pierce Brosnan might would work as Loomis. I hope that's what everybody says, that suit, he's going to get a different one in the movie, maybe toward the end. I don't like the suit at all. I think it was like shit. I like the lady playing Lois. I like the boy that they got is Jimmy Olsen. It's the kid from the older kid from the new Vacation movie. Um, I don't mind what's his name, Holt, as Lex Luthor. Like him better than Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Watch my review. I wasn't gonna do a review of it, but a couple people asked me to. Um, it's kind of like Scream meets Valentine. I wouldn't say Scream meets My Bloody Valentine. It's not as old school horror as that. I was joking in my review and said there's no nudity in it. Somebody was like, "What?" Yeah, I think you're gonna be hard pressed to see that kind of stuff in newer horror movies nowadays. They're too shy about that stuff. Yep. So You won't be excited.
Tits. Hoo-ah!
So it'll be
No titties! I feel no titties!
no titties, no titties. I don't believe that. He didn't I mean, he went through Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and didn't say anything. Being the head of the whole process, I think he's going to be, less face time he's going to let the actors do all that. Yeah, I know. I was hoping. But here, I got a couple problems with that Superman. Number one, I think I do like the fact they're skipping over the origin shit. I don't need that again. But number one, it looks like that Jonathan Kent is still alive, and I don't like the actor they've got as Jonathan Kent. It's the dude that played the bad guy in the movie Identity. I just don't think that guy seems like the wholesome family type. Then I guess his mother is dead in this one. I don't like that change. I don't like they got too many good guys and bad guys crammed into the movie. I like just because you don't have the origin story, don't mean you got to have the every single character exists already, like Hulk Girl, um, Ultraman is going to be in it, Lex Luthor. It was a bunch of you got the Green Lantern. It's just too many people in it. Kathy Bates is Loomis? No, I don't like Kathy Bates. She's got a couple roles I like her in, but I'm not big on. Like I'll obviously like her in Misery, but not big on her. What I read was he thought he would have been typecast as a Superman superhero actor. Anyone get no other role but those kind. You talking about Tom Welling? Well, what the fuck has he done since then? Like I said, there's a lot to like about the Superman, but I don't know, man. I don't need some big kaiju up in there either. I wish it had been a little bit smaller scale. I'm assuming Ultraman will be the one that beats the shit out of Superman, makes him go back to the Fortress of Solitude. But like I said, too many favorite kill in this. I don't remember. I'll watch it again and I'll tell you as we go. Or how about just no respect? Instead of can't get no respect, just call it no respect. Yeah, I know. I didn't like the original Matlock. Yeah, he was worried about typecasting. What the hell has he done since then? Speaking of that, I just don't think Dangerfield himself really in real life got much respect. I think some of his movies are way better. Like I love Easy Money. I don't think enough people even know that movie exists. Maybe I should do a video about that. The fact it's got Joe Pesci in it. I left my peanut butter cup sitting on the computer, and I think it started melting. Yeah, I was looking at some of my Rodney movies the other day. Like, obviously, I got Easy Money, Back to School were the main ones. He did a movie called My Five Wives, which I thought was pretty good. I don't think he did enough movies. Apparently, Tom is a director, producer, podcaster. Yeah, I saw him on What's the name of the actor that played Lex Luthor on his show? I saw them together on one of them's podcasts. What robot from a movie would you have patrol for you? I don't know. Name some robots. Yeah, I forgot about ladybugs. That is pretty underrated. I wished that they hadn't have fucked around, and I wish they had given him the starring role and done him right for Caddyshack 2. Can you imagine how good that movie would have been if it had been written for him and they let him do some ad-libbing and let him just be in the movie instead of having Jackie Mason in it? Missing your messages where? What? On your I've been seeing your messages on my videos, if that's what you mean. Because you talked about Orbit DVD, and I tell you, I mentioned Orbit all the time. If you look at my weekly haul video, if you pause and look at the thumbnail, their logo is on there most of the time because I get a lot of stuff from them. You said many times I'll cancel my Amazon pre-order because Orbit has it 2 weeks ahead of time. Yeah, they sell out really quick too. Yeah, Michael Rosenbaum, I like him. Oh, really? Sorry. If it scrolls by quick, it's hard for me to scroll back up for some reason. So if I miss it and it goes off the screen, I saw where you said you gave me a shout out on my video. I mean, on your next video. Oh, you said, "Hey Jeff," I saw it. So I missed that one. I did see the one about you giving me the heads up. The on my on your next video. What's your next video about? Give us a give us a sneak preview of what your video is. Hype is here media. Tell me more about it. I don't know. Do we need an unlawful injury remake? I don't think about that. That movie would not probably not have even been any good if it wasn't for Ray Liotta. I don't think we need a remake of that. Tell me about Hey Adam. Tell me about your next video. It's pretty shitty how he couldn't come to a deal to stay on Smallville until the very end. No, I don't. I don't think there's enough story to continue Shawshank. The main plot of that was people that wouldn't have normally come together came together in the prison, kind of like Escape from Alcatraz. Once they're out, it would have been too easy for them to interact with each other. I just don't think it would make a good movie. That's cool. I'll check it out. When are you posting it? See, that's why I do mine weekly because I don't want to like do one big gigantic video where I try to cram everything in there and nobody watches it. Would name one of the titles from Vinegar Syndrome we might not think that you would have bought, or not one of the big titles. Now that Hand That Rocks the Cradle with my Maker Monroe, I could see that. That's at least that's got a good cast, man. I could see that working. That's a pretty standard story. I don't need an unlawful entry remake though. That prison is not very far from where you live. That's cool. You have it up Tuesday. All right, I'll check it out. Let me know if it delays. I think Pacino's too old. He should be the GM. He's too old. He's not realistic to be, like a coach on the sidelines. He should just be the GM, kind of like in the Replacements. And you could pick a different coach. How about like who was in that? Was Dennis Quaid in that? Maybe like Dennis Quaid is the coach, or like um who was some of the players in that? Yeah, I like Jake Speed. I remember back in the day watching Jake Speed, and what was the other one? What was the cheesy um Alan Quartermain with Richard Chamberlain? I like those two movies they did. I also like Remo Williams back then. Megan too, I'm looking forward to it. I think I am, with it already being established and there being like some other character in it with her. I think maybe it'll be a little more than what they did in the first one. I thought the first one was a little weak, that they just didn't do enough. Yeah, I didn't get the Steelbook. I already owned that Shout Factory set. That's kind of hard to get the trilogy of that. Um, for no more times than I've watched that third one. That third one is not good. I can get by watching the first two because they're so different from each other. Uh, but that third one, man, it's kind of hard to watch. It's just not good. I don't like it. Yeah, that would be cool. You got Jamie Foxx as the coach, maybe. Yeah, see, I bought that day one, so I've had it. Didn't pay much, whatever the suggested retail price was for it. Freakier Friday, but good to Lindsay Lohan doing well and doing movies again. Now I wouldn't be buying. I'm not. I kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis. Other than she's so ultra liberal, I don't always like some of the stuff she does politically on social media. But I think I might would be looking forward to. I'm not gonna go to the theater to see it, but I'll watch it streaming. Yeah, I agree. Too much poop. Uh-oh. It ain't. It's. You can't say too much boobs in this. If we blink, you might miss them. At least they got some decent looking chicks in this. It'd be like a guy that said, we call it. I'm distracted. The guy that the two chicks that were in the car in the Lamborghini, and the cops were like, and it's got two great looking chicks in it. There's three pretty good looking chicks right here. So women just like naturally take their clothes off in front of each other. You go to a drive-in, you have to see a double feature. It was True Lies, Arachnophobia, Cliffhanger, City Slickers. What two movies do you choose? Um, I've been to a drive-in. I saw Jaws when I was a kid, and then I saw a bunch of horror movies. I'd probably want a horror movie. Um, I was getting ready to go to commercial during the good part. If it wasn't a horror movie, um, I don't think I'd need to see a comedy at the drive-in. And if I did, I'd want it to be something cool, like back in the day, like Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds. Like if I saw at the drive-in, I don't think I'd want to see True Lies either. I think I'd want to see the original Terminator and and maybe like Conan the Barbarian or something like that. I don't want any like Cliffhanger might be good because on the big screen, it's got a lot of open outdoor shots. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. Is it streaming on anything yet? All right, I'm a commercial again. Limu, Emu, and Doug. I've actually never seen a movie at drive-in, but early '90s I went to a Grindhouse theater in Times Square and saw a Toxic Avenger class at Nukem High. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, like I said, there was a drive-in about 30 miles from me when I was a kid, and I went really young, and it didn't last through my teenage years. Well, I say that I take it back. When I was in early like high school, maybe ninth or 10th grade, I remember them doing some Friday the 13th double features there, a couple summers, and I think I went to one of those. I think I saw like Friday the 13th, 2 and 3 there. I think it was 2 and 3. And then there is one in North Carolina, which is there's one about 50 miles south of me. I keep saying during the summer I'm going to go, but every time I decide to go, it's like 100 degrees, and I didn't want to sit in the car and have to worry about it. Now that I got the truck I'm driving for work, I might would go as long as I could get a charge somewhere. Uh, you talking about the Sinbad movie and the Steve Martin movie? I like the people that are in House Sitter better because I like Steve Martin and Goldie Hawn. But I remember my wife and I seeing that movie, and we thought that it should have been way funnier than it really was. And I remember laughing at House Guest. Is House Guest got Phil Hartman in it? Unfortunately, I might have to pick House Guest. All right, pretty. Thanks for stopping by. Hype is here, media. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think I might would pick House Guest, even though I haven't seen that in a while. I don't think I own that on. I think I still got my VHS of that. I think because I think I got a handful of movies that I never upgraded. Did that get a DVD? I can't remember. I know House Sitter I've got on a DVD. I miss Phil Hartman and Chris Farley. They're doing that Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary tonight. I watched the concert they did, and I didn't like about half of it, so I wanted to skip through it. So that's what I'm doing with the Saturday Night Live. I'm recording it. I know it'll probably be on Peacock too, but um, I'll go back and watch it later. I can skip past the shit parts. You like comedies that have white poster backdrop? Why is that? What about Blank Check? You like Blank Check? Oh, really? Wow. You were like, who is she? I watched some of the first hour. Like, I liked Black Jeopardy. I thought that was funny. Where they had Tracy Morgan playing somebody else and Eddie Murphy playing Tracy Morgan. I thought that was funny. I like the fact, I mean, I don't like the fact that they don't go as far with some of their jokes as they used to. They obviously are liberal, and so they make fun a lot of the, Trump and the Republicans, which I'm fine with that because but they tastefully do it. They don't like go in with the hard joke. Like I'd rather, if whether you're left or right, if you're going to make fun of either side, go in and like do some hard humor and make it like really funny. Like they just got. It's not just political stuff either. It's like they're kind of tame now. They used to have no fear. They just take on anything and anybody. And now they're kind of, it's like they get it to a certain spot and then they cave and don't go all the way. Well, that's kind of cool. I had never thought about that. I have to think about it. I'm Gumby, damn it. Yep, in a van down by the river. Yeah, Blank Check needs a Blu-ray release. That was weird. That was where that wasn't that where that teacher was kissing him? Is that on Disney now? Probably white is like a lighthearted feeling. Slumber Party, but I didn't bring my sleeping bag. What's up, Brendan? I appreciate you coming by. You didn't bring your sleeping bag. Why not? You don't need one. The chicks on here all have naked anyway. I feel this movie, even though it's short, it started off like fast. You got some good nude scenes, you got some good kills, you got some good 80s back and forth, and then it gets into the house here and it kind of stalls a little bit. Yeah, cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger. No Coke, Pepsi. I liked Dennis Miller doing the news. That's why I put that clip on my video at the end when he goes, and that's the news, and I am out of here. Yeah, I think that's right. I love Wedding Crashers. They should have fucking done another one of those. I didn't see it at I didn't see it in the theater, but I do remember liking it when I first saw it. I like the concept. That would be a good double feature for the family. Watch Blank Check and Brewster's Millions. Yeah, I like the in-laws. You talking about the I don't like that remake. I want the original. You talking about where Peter Falk and don't tell me Peter Falk and Alan Arkin. Seeing that? No fries, chips. I don't know. Maybe the milk baths in Wanted. Yeah, that was when Richard Pryor was never good in those more tame roles, like the PG-13 roles. Man, that chick right there has got some big boobs. Um, yeah, he wasn't as good in some of those tamer roles, unless he was in it with Richard Pryor and they could ad lib a lot. Um, but I love Brewster's Millions. I don't know why. I like the. I thought that back in the day, that lady, the banker lady, was hot. I don't know why. Yeah, I like Peter Falk, old Columbo. I love Peter Falk in Murder by Death. You guys ever see Murder by Death? Does she have a killer rack? Yeah, she did have a fucking killer rack. She's got a rack that the killer might want to get. Hey yo, Chico. Hey yo. Survey time. Hey yo. Hang out at the lake, and what about Bob or the beach in Point Break? Is Bob there? If Bob's there, I'm not at the lake with. And what about Bob? He got no relaxation at the lake with where Bob was around. At the beach with Point Break with Keanu. Do you know Richard Pryor would not redo the scene with the cussing out for TV? So Dave Coulier from Full House did Richard Pryor's voice. It could be on TV without. Yeah, I know. I I remember somebody saying that Dave Coulier used to do some voiceover work on television stuff, and the Richard Pryor was one of the things he did. Richard Pryor didn't want to go back ever and go back and redo anything. He didn't like doing reshoots or whatever. You know, he was supposed to be in Blazing Saddles, right? That they wrote that part specifically for him. You're still working. Well, that sucks. I appreciate it. You stopping by though. Yeah, Brent beat you to it. Eat pizza with scissors with Cobra, or eat a hot dog with mustard only with Dirty Harry. Eat pizza with Cobra because I'm not. I like a little bit of mustard on my hot dog, but I'm not eating a hot dog with just mustard on it. Employee told me Captain America new one is good. I don't know about that. Got to see it. I'm not gonna see it in the theaters. I was telling you, I just don't like that guy as Captain America. He's dull, man. He's like dry white toast. And I don't like the fact that Red Hulk isn't in it a lot. So definitely a Disney Plus stream for me. Mayo on a hot dog is something I do. My father-in-law used to eat that, but nah. The Red Hulk is in it. Yeah, he's like in it in one scene from what I already heard, like one extended scene. Pretty much, this is the way one of the reviewers that I trust says, if you watch a trailer and all the parts about Red Hulk look like they're from the same scene, it's because they are, and there's no other scene that he's in. No, I don't need all that. Yuck. Yeah, that would have been good. I fucking loved them two together, man. I bought that box set that had their three movies in it. Um, I like all those. Stir Crazy, other than that one part, it's got a little bit of nudity in it. Stir Crazy is a pretty tame comedy. It's not a lot in it. I remember watching it back in the day for rated R, and it wasn't much to it. I've heard of people doing that, but I wouldn't want it. So, um, See No Evil, Hear No Evil is good. It's unfortunate that Richard Pryor was on the downward swing with his health. If he had been, healthy, I think those movies would have been a lot better. And then Another You is pretty good. I remember that scene when Dirty Harry's all serious about mustard only. Yeah, I remember that too. Like I said, I'm not big on just mustard. No, it's totally different. It's got more of a screen feel to it. It's nothing like My Bloody Valentine. They're going after couples, and if you watch the trailer, I'll just spoil one thing. The couple that he thinks is a couple really isn't a couple, so it's kind of ironic that he's going after them. It's no nudity in it. Watch my review, man. I do a non-spoiler review, but it's like a romantic comedy in parts, and then it's a slasher in other. There's a really good part in it that you see in the trailer where he turns his night vision on and those red goggles, and they should have done way more with that, and the movie would have been cool. It's almost like it was. I don't know, man. It's like they should have taken it a little bit farther than they did. There's a good 30 minutes right there in the second act where you don't even see the killer as well. So it's a little it slows down too much right before the middle. I love you, HF. I would have loved to have seen it years ago. You could have Steve Gutenberg would be the commandant. And but the problem you got now is other than Michael Winslow, I think uh so the commandant passed away. Uh, Tackleberry passed away. Is any of them is Leslie Easterbrook still alive? It can't top Terrifier 3. No, no, no. It's not a gore. It's got a couple of good kills in it, but Terrifier 3 was non-rated, so unrated. So it had a lot of on-screen blood. There's not a ton of blood on this one. I mean, compared to that. I wished it would be a triple threat with Cody, Punk, and Cena. Yeah, okay. Well, Bobcat could do it. Hello, we got somebody fondling a nipple. I guarantee you that that's a body double. You didn't see her face and her nipple on the screen at the same time. Is Chicago one of the best? What is Chicago one of the best picture Oscar winners of this century? Chicago? You talking about that musical? I don't know. I don't like musicals, man. Hey, you could have him as his son. How old is Shaquille O'Neal? Shaquille O'Neal is what? He's 52. So what would Bubba Smith? Or Bubba Smith was 66 when he died, and he died in 2011. So that's 14 years. So that's he'd be 80. He could have a 50 some year old kid. So you could have it to where Shaquille is his child. I don't think she's on steroids, dude. I've been watching her over the years. She's a bodybuilder. They have to go through all those drug screenings too. So um Ricky Starks is way better. You need to give him a little bit of credit. I've wanted them to sign Ricky Starks. I used to watch the NWA streaming show when it was good, when it first started, and Ricky Starks was one of the highlights on there. Glad who joined AEW. Who you talking about joining AEW? Did I miss something? Musicals suck. The Bomb says music. I like a few musicals. Like I didn't like the Joker. I thought that was garbage. I'm not. I have no interest in really seeing Wicked. I like the original Wizard of Oz. I like Rocky Horror Picture Show. There's a few musicals that I like. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I would like. I'd rather. I know he's not in person, but I'd rather see another Shrek and another Austin Powers. Yeah, I'm glad they joined NXT. Who would you cast as Waldo? I don't know, man. Yeah, Ricky Starks is very underrated. I think he is going to flourish in WWE and he'll be on the main roster within a year. I mean, I would say the same thing. She was really heavy and thick, 10 years ago. I've seen her on TNA this whole time. I've watched her over the years and I follow her on social media. She's a sweetheart of a person. I've met her one time before. Um, she's really into that bodybuilding stuff. Like she was she wanted to go from wrestling to professional bodybuilding. So I don't think she's on steroids. Yeah, you can't go but so far to have it where all the dead people have children that are going to be coming through, but you could get by with one or two. Like you could have it to where Shaq is in a lot of it as Hightower's son, and you could have it to where maybe Tackleberry's daughter is maybe she's messing up in life and they're having to help her because she's gets involved with some bad people or something, and then at the end she ends up joining them. AEW makes a lot of people look bad. Look at Rusev. Why not? Have you, dude? Steve Gutenberg is the most positive individual I've ever listened to on social media. You guys should follow him. He's if you need some motivational quotes or whatever, I think he would be good because instead of being senile and silly, he could be juvenile as their boss and like make it to where it would they would like working with for him. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what they're going to do. They drug test like crazy. MVP told me that when I met him a few years ago. Yeah. Well, even if the WWE and AEW doesn't, if she's bodybuilding, she has to go through all that stuff. So, well, I don't know if there's really, I would call it betrayed. I think they're basically going to think he's weak and they're going to turn on him. I wouldn't be surprised if Jacob didn't fight Solo at WrestleMania. What the fuck happened to Randy Orton, man? I thought Randy Orton was going to come back and fight Kevin Owens, but if he's really hurt again, I guess Kevin is going to end up fighting Sami Zayn at Mania. Yep, I think WWE should bring him back because Vince didn't know how to use him. He outsold merch there for a couple of months period of time over Cena and everybody. I don't know that I want Lana back though. Yeah, they should have damn made a police academy already. Fuck, Peacock could do it as a TV series. Dude, Jacob Fatu is awesome. Yeah, Winslow could be back. He could be one of the instructors. Maybe Will Ferrell and Eddie Murphy. Dude, Bill Murray is like old as shit, man. I don't know if he could make a. I don't know if they could make a comedy that would be good enough. But Will Ferrell and Eddie Murphy probably could. They could do a buddy cop movie. I'm for one have never been a huge Alistair Black fan, so well, if he comes back, great. But if he doesn't, great. It doesn't really matter. Well, I don't know if it'll be career versus career. I don't. Owen's just signed a new 5-year deal, so he's not going anywhere. God, I didn't watch WWF back then. Probably Big John Studd or Hillbilly Jim. Well, Junkyard Dog was good too. Yeah, but I'm small, so if I'm still my stature, I want a guy that's big. I want Stud or Hillbilly Jim was pretty good. Yeah, I know. It's same as like Adam Cole and Britt Baker. Britt Baker's in the same position as a lot. She's going to end up basically sitting at home getting paid. It looks like Ray Phoenix is finally going to negotiate his exit out of AEW. He'll better come on there and once I would put like Braun Breaker against Penta at WrestleMania. I don't know if I'd have Penta win, but I think Penta needs a big match. Then later in the year, Phoenix could join the roster and they could go after the tag titles. Yeah, CJ Perry. I've never been a huge fan of her. She thinks she's one of those women that thinks she's sexy when she sometimes isn't. Yeah, I wished he would write one. That would be good, man. Yeah, he had a hard head, but Big John Studd is a gigantic dude. Well, he's already, I mean, they're pushing him as a big character on TV. His merch sales, they said, are off the charts too. All right, these dudes showed up here to help these girls. Now they're kissing this one guy. Is he supposed to be giving him motivation? I don't remember what part we're at. I missed so much talking to you guys. I'm trying to get my bearings, as that guy in the video says. I'm trying to get my bearings straight. That'd be good. I wish Big E could wrestle again. Uh-oh, I like that kill with the drill going through that guy. That's cool. So what they got to do? Basically walk up the escalator the whole movie. Yeah, Bob Backlund was tough, man. Those matches against Bret Hart proved that. The problem is she's got like I think multiple years left on her contract. Yeah, because the WWE, that's the reason they're not dealing with Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Monet. They got so many women now on the roster, so deep they're not putting up with shit from anybody anymore. Yeah, that was a pretty good kill with the drill going through the guy. What movie is she watching on TV here? That one was like in Body Double. Maybe I love Body Double. I'm so glad they finally released that on 4K. What movie is that she's watching? Here's the killer. How's that one girl like not in her slumber party attire? He was the first person to do the clubs at Iron Sheik workout. Yeah, I remember that. Iron Sheik, you say Hulk Hogan couldn't do those. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, the Persian clubs. Wasn't his last tweet, fuck you, Hulk Hogan? This is a pretty good kill here where they do the flashes of what the girl's watching on TV to what the guy's doing, stabbing that boy. The blood just doesn't look good. The blood looks really thin. Paula says, sorry you're late. Well, you're here. That's all that matters. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't know who does Iron Cheek social media account, but it makes it sound like he's still alive tweeting. I don't know. Better than you, Inspector Gadget, Jack Quaid, or Ray Nicholson. I don't think Ray Nicholson would be. He's too intense, man. Who the fuck's Jack Quaid? No problem. Who's Jack Quaid? Am I just missing it? Probably know who it is and just don't. Oh, okay. Jack Quaid then. Yeah, that's right. Um, it's been I knew the name. I just couldn't think of his face. He was the guy who was in their first reboot of the new Scream, right? Yep. He was in Logan Lucky, which is an underrated movie. I haven't watched Companion yet. I really want to see that. He's the only child of Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid. Look at there. I said it as soon as you did. I like him. What's that new movie that I just saw he's got coming out? Um, not Companion. It's something else. I can't think of the name of it. It looked good. He's dead, all right. Novocaine. It's a movie called Novocaine. I saw the teaser trailer for it. It says when the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, a man incapable of feeling pain turns his rare condition into an unexpected advantage in the fight to rescue her. Like he takes his hands and he's got broken glass in front of him and he punches his hands down in it hard enough where all the his knuckles are covered in broken glass and then he beats his shit out of this guy. So he can't feel any pain. Factor Hulk Hogan. He still can't stand the fact that up until when he died that Hulk Hogan he jobbed to Hulk Hogan and Hulk Hogan never did the job back. He claims that Hogan promised he would. Face face the Hulk Hogan Iron Sheik, make him humble. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan. You need to look up Novocaine. Watch the trailer for that. It looks good. A gun gets dropped into some boiling oil, and he has to stick his hand in it to get it out. Jack Nicholson's son is also uh, getting ready to come in. A movie coming out. What was it I saw? See, like that kill was off screen. I don't like that. Borderline. It's got Samara Weaving in it. A bodyguard protects a pop superstar and her athlete boyfriend from a determined stalker in 1990s Los Angeles. It's got Eric Dane, Ray Nicholson, Samara Weaving. It looks really good. I like all the gadgets in the cartoon. The other movies didn't have enough action or explosions or great gadgets, and someone better needs to be in that role. So Matthew Broderick was in the first one. Who was in the second one? Iron Sheik was a legit bad assignment in his day. Won a bronze medal in Greco-Roman wrestling. Yeah, I know he was a badass. Is that what you meant, badass? He can be down on his luck, Inspector, and maybe discover how he can use his gadgets. Yeah, who was in the second Inspector Gadget? Wasn't that guy that was on Third Rock from the Sun, was it? Yeah, it was. French Stewart. Look at me. Yeah, look at there. Third Rock chap with the eye issue. Yeah, that was like hot dookie. He's up in the house now. He's coming after him. I always thought this guy was a weird ass looking killer. He just like, yeah, French Stewart. Yep. The first one wasn't half bad. Had Michelle Trachtenberg in it. Andy Dick was in it. Dabney Coleman. I loved Dabney Coleman back in the day. You guys remember Dabney Coleman? He was in 9 to 5. Any of you guys got that movie 9 to 5? Well, he was a dick, and he acts that way. I think he got into a bunch of trouble. I think he's a drug addict too. He didn't get caught up in that Me Too shit, did he? I just know he's an asshole. Eh, I don't know. Can I get on the train from Silver Streak? That fucking thing wouldn't stop, man, and it got all the way to from one side of the country to the other. I'm getting on the train in Silver Streak. Yep. Yeah, that Shout Select has got the original on it. It's not that good. It's okay. I just like the combo, like somebody said earlier. I really like John Candy in that movie. It shows he's got a little some acting chops to him. It's not just straight up comedy. Um, with him being his friend, trying to help him. That girl's got no chin right there when she gets all sad. These people had some bangs up in there. Yep. I remember reading that, like I said, on the back of that Brewster's Millions Blu-ray. The shout one. I've got an ad getting ready to start. Gotta love these Tubi ads. I got 3. Who played the kind of quote unquote bad guy in Brewster's Millions? Was that Stephen Collins? Was that the guy that was in? What was that TV show? The one that had Jessica Biel in it. I can't remember. Seventh Heaven. Seeing that. Favorite scene and stay tuned. I don't know. There's some good ones, man. I use that. I really do like the fact that they came up with the Three's Company one in there. I don't remember. I'd have to think about some Ritter. Stay tuned. I kind of like the Star Trek Next Generation one. I, of course, like the Three's Company scene. I was reading, somebody said, from production value point of view, I think the old French Revolution scenes are great. I was reading somebody, they were talking about Stay Tuned, and they said, "Oh man, I love Jeffrey Jones. He was in Stay Tuned. That guy was always fun to watch. What's he been up to these days? Google's? Oh man, he really committed to be a villain in real life, didn't he?" Yeah, I was talking about one of the best meta jokes ever in a movie was when he ends up on back on the Three's Company set on Hell TV. So I didn't realize that. It says that they did that joke in Eight Simple Rules, where there was a Three's Company nightmare at the end of one of the episodes. I don't remember that. I've checked that out. Which season? I wonder. Well, I've got the 2 seasons that he was in. I don't think they released any of the other ones on physical media, did they? Yeah, I was. That would be a great double feature. You're talking about watch UHF with Weird Al and then watch Stay Tuned. I miss John Ritter. I was talking about earlier how I missed Phil Hartman and Chris Farley from that SNL. But I miss John Ritter too, man. I forgot he was even in Bad Santa until I watched that over the holidays. This dude came in through the window. He's got his drill. That blood is like way too thin, man. Uh-oh. He's right behind you. That was the biggest delay in Scream. They just leave the fucking knife laying there. This dude is like the worst villain ever. No personality at all. She at least whacked him in the back of the head. One of them would have picked the damn drill up. He got the knife. Little, no effort whatsoever. Um, when I was younger, I was a Mr. Roper fan. I was upset when they left the show to do the Ropers, and then the show sucked, and then they didn't come back. But I think as I'm older in life, I like Mr. Furley better. Um, I think he did a better interaction with the kids, as he called them. Plus, I love Don Knotts and Tim Conway and all the movies that he did. So I got tired now that I go back and watch some of the reruns, and I watched them on that set, watching um, Mr. Roper break the fourth wall, like telling a joke and looking at the screen. I think I like Mr. Furley better now. I wished you would have gotten Mr. Furley in the earlier episodes with, when it was just the core of Janet, Chrissy, and Jack. I think some of it gets lost with all of them rotating the third person in there, not being consistent. Favorite thriller of the early 90s? I don't know. I know one underrated one and nobody ever talks about is Pacific Heights. Did that come out in the 90s or was that late 80s? And look who steps in the back door. Howdy, y'all. Here comes GGTV. What's up, GG? I appreciate you stopping by. I don't know. Name some thrillers from the 90s. I don't know what I can never really gauge when some of these movies come out. I'll Google it. Something made me sleepy. Best thrillers of the 90s. Was 790s? If not, if it was, then probably 7. If you Google it, hey, Pacific Heights that was in 1990. Look at that. Haha, I got that one right. That's a Michael Keaton movie that's very underrated. People don't talk about. 7. 7 came out in 95. That's probably one of the greatest thrillers, if you want to call it that, of all time. Silence of the Lambs. The Game. Fallen. That movie that we watched. Didn't we watch that one? Breakdown. That's a good movie. Kiss the Girls is good. 8mm is good. Raising Cain. Primal Fear is good. Double Jeopardy is okay. So lots of them, man. Out of all those, I don't know what my favorite would be. Probably 7 and then Fallen. Be right up there. The Silence of the Lambs, if you count that. If you don't count that as horror. Yeah, Breakdown is a very underrated movie. I bought that. It's in that Paramount Scare set. I don't know why that's in there. That's more of a thriller. It's not a horror movie, but I was okay with it since it's in 4K. That's that movie with Kurt Russell is in it, Kathleen Quinlan, and then I forget the name of the bad guy, but he's great in it. Uh-huh. If I am If I'm a single young guy, probably Larry because he was hooking up with a lot of chicks. If I'm married and I just need somebody to house sit or to be a friend to come over and bullshit with, Kramer. I'm gonna say Pacific Heights, but I got a soft spot for Michael Keaton because I love him as Batman. So, and I think that movie is very underrated. Yeah, Hand to Rock's Cradle was one too. Yep, dude, I remember renting almost everything at Blockbuster. Malice is good. There was a lot of thrillers in the 90s. The coach looks almost as young as the girls. He's laying there under the covers, right? I can't remember. I was reading the comments. I can't remember. Didn't he get under those covers? Yep. That dude in his always with his eyes. It's the battle of the she's gonna do battle with him with that thing he stoked the fire with, and he's got a damn drill, giant drill. I like his name too. I like the name. I mean, Acres of Movies. How's this drill like? Still got a charge to it. Isn't this like 1982? Where's the cord? This thing would have fucking had a cord to it. The goal. Did I have a goal on this one? I should have. It's a little late now. Oh, he actually smiled. He smiled for once. There you go. Now he's actually talking. I was looking at Acres of Movies. You got 16 subscribers. You got any videos? You know you want it. You love it. Here comes a bitch with a machete. He's like, run away. Yeah, how's that drill even running? He's got a drill. Why is he backing up from a machete? Really? Would that have really cut through that? He's now you still got a drill, dude. It's just shorter. There you go. There you go. I remember she cut his hand off. I love that part. I always thought he was funny when he's yelling. Why would she drop it? Double tap, remember? Like he teach you? Even if he seems dead now, and I know he might be dead to us in his movie, you never trust that. See? You would have never trusted that. Why wouldn't Blurred still be squirting up out of there? It's not like he, went into anything. Would he put a tourniquet on under the water? This is not the logic that you're looking for. You might start a new. a new venture called Movie Talk Radio. That's cool. There you go. Ooh. Why did they scream after he got stabbed? Why wouldn't they have screamed when he jumped? What a bunch of morons. She just laying there crying. Here's the popo. I always thought the ending of that was really weak. Like they could have done something to wrap it up better than that. She starts crying and then credits. That'd be kind of cool. I could see Michael Douglas. I don't know about Stallone as Frankenstein though. I guess if De Niro can play Frankenstein, so could Stallone. Huh. Here's my review of Slumber Party Massacre.
So, nipples, huh?
What was the name of the person who sent me the $20 super chat? Because I don't even think they showed up to watch it. Hey, Gigi, do you remember who it was that sent me the? Because it doesn't tell me under the app the name of the person who sent it. Yeah, it doesn't tell me who sent them. It would have been better to me because I kind of had a crush on Joe Beth Williams back in the day, and I liked her acting a lot better. I was never a big Bracco fan. I thought she did good in Sopranos, but other than that, I can't think of anything I really liked her in. Yeah, I can go back and look at the comments. Like Slumber Party Massacre 2 started. I'm not gonna sit here and watch it. I think I'm gonna put a poll up. I think I wanna watch a comedy if you guys are up for it. I didn't realize there's a comedy on here that's gonna end in like less than 2 weeks, Sex Drive, and then I'm not gonna be able to be on here. Let's see. I'll be here next week, but I won't be here on the 2nd. I will be in Puerto Rico on a business trip, but I will be here next Sunday. I'm thinking about watching a comedy, and they got one that's getting ready to leave. Like I said, it's called Sex Drive. Have you guys seen it? It's funny as hell. As long as they don't have the unrated version of it, because they do something stupid, which we can talk about during the stream of the unrated version. Well, lucky you. I'll at least have a day or two where I don't have to work, but I'll be working a majority of that time. So, or at least go into meetings. It's not all fun and games. Isn't this a chick from Wings is the main character of this one? The drill kill might be the best one in my opinion. I think so. That one where he went through him. A lot of it was either off screen or just stabs. I'll look it up. Whoever it was, I thought that was maybe I was they thought I was disrespectful because I didn't do my stream last week. I don't remember. I can look it up and see. Any movie back then with Joe Beth Williams in it would have been better. I love Joe Beth Williams. You remember that movie she was in with Nick Nolte, Teachers? Huh. Either way, they're calling for a big snowstorm here during the week. That'd be great. I was without power for 2 days, so hopefully that don't happen again. It's been a while since I watched the second Slumber Party Massacre. For some reason, I thought I remembered liking Slumber Party Massacre 3 better than Slumber Party Massacre 2. I don't know why. Something like that, and his name was in all caps. I believe he had the man in his name too. Or maybe I'm just I don't know. I can go back and look at the stream from last week. Give me a second, I'll look. I feel bad now. Not last week, it was 2 weeks ago. It was when we watched Pieces. If you guys haven't watched it, a good stream I did with some friends was I posted it on here was when I was on Frank Medias and Reviews with a bunch of guys talking about physical media. It was a lot of fun. I did it. Um, what was it, Tuesday night? It was really fun. So check that stream out if you guys haven't. And anybody here, how many likes we got on this thing tonight? Hey, we got 13 likes. Well, last week we had Nolte becomes 30 and in shape again. Cast him as a newborn. I don't think he could ever pull that off. I don't think Nolte could ever pull those type of roles off. I just don't see him in that type of role. Let me look up. I was trying to see um, if it shows me the live chat. I don't know if it does or not. I have to look. Yeah, I saw that one. There was you. I don't remember what point the guy came onto the stream. Do you guys remember? Paula was there. Is Paula you still here? Do you remember that guy's name? Are you guys okay if we watch Sex Drive next week? Has anybody here seen Sex Drive? It never shows the live chat for me when I don't watch live. I think there's a way for me to see it. Um, if I watch it on YouTube, like the site. I don't know. I think does anybody know? Is there any way to see the chat while you're watching it? Like a previous video, can you see the chat? You would think it would let me see it. Oh, it does. Like, when I'm on here and I'm watching the stream, I don't have it where I can hear it. When I'm scrolling by, it ends up popping up the chat on there, so you can see it. William Blasco. There's G Ian. We haven't seen Ian on here tonight. The bomb. It wasn't the bomb, was it? I feel so bad. I didn't make a note of it. I'll find it. Somebody said why in the last stream somebody was talking about why do some people like golden showers? Why was anybody talking about golden showers? Where is Optimus Prime too? The bomb. The bomb sent it. The bomb was here earlier, wasn't he? I say he. Was it a he or a she? So it was the bomb. It showed me. I saw it on there. Yep, it was the bomb. You got it. Rain Man 2, he springs Rain Man from the place and they go on Wall Street and run numbers and do a hedge fund. I think that would be kind of boring. Yeah, you and I thought about it at the same time. Brad the Man or something around those lines. It was the bomb. You have a great channel and also enjoy Let's Talk Entertainment quite a lot too. Yeah, Let's Talk Entertainment was on the stream that I was on. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know a lot of regulars are missing. Maybe I pissed him off because I wasn't on here. Yeah, Rick said he was sick. He came on here early. Rick, even when he's sick, he shows up just to let me know whether he's gonna. Doug was here earlier. You missed Doug. I don't know how long he lasted. I appreciate you. Acres of Movies. How did you find my channel? I always ask everybody when I first start talking to them. Like, what made you? What drew you to my channel? I like to know that kind of stuff. But I swear the bomb was on here earlier. Yeah, I know he is. He's always one of the first one that commented on my videos. Yeah, Doug didn't do many shenanigans, but he was here earlier, and he was, already watching the movie. You know, he likes to be ahead of it so he can talk about it if there's anything cool that comes up. But, oh well. I forgot to put the banner up on there. Look, this was the Slumber Party Massacre. Chat and watch along. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and you can support me any way you want. I should have put that up there. I followed for a long time now, just made a channel myself so I could make sure to get notifications. It suggested I watch the video after I saw a Mega Mike video. That's cool. Mega Mike, it wants me to do something on his channel too, so I might end up showing up on there. Promised people I'd start trying to do more of that. My job usually keeps me busy, and then I don't have a lot of time for my stuff. My next video will be my haul video, and then I've got I know I do have the Goodwill footage edited, so I just need to finish that. You'll see a Goodwill video this week. I actually found some movies in a Goodwill, so watch out for that. I'm gonna probably go ahead and get off here in a little bit. I like his game show called Split the Room, and it's a fun idea for a game show. Yeah, all those guys are cool. So, um, it reminds me of the BS car game or something like that. What's the BS game? I don't know that one. So Yeah, it was Frank's yeah, Frank's Media and Reviews is whose channel I was on. And 80s Made was one of the guys on there. Mega Mike was on there. Steelbook Obsessed was on there. So those are some cool guys. So I hung out with them for about 2 hours, bullshitted about physical media. We talked about how, like, uh, customer service is getting poor. They're starting to mess up a lot of releases. They're starting to not, Arrows had a lot of replacement discs that were needed. So you watched me on that stream. Did I do a good job? I feel like I didn't really get any feedback from anybody. They said it was okay. Let me know what you thought. Did I do okay? Oh, I got you. I know what you're talking about now. Make a live action Doug. Yeah, Satan's Child. Let me know. How do you think I did on that stream? Yeah, you did. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. It was fun. It's good. When a couple of the topics I'd actually thought about making videos. I still think then one of the next kind of stream of consciousness or like just a report type videos that I'm gonna do is I think I want to do one where I'm struggling with that line of being a movie buff, and I've also started to have some collector mentality, and I need to break that because I got too much swag and shit that just sits around, and I never do anything with it. I don't need it. So it's more about the movie, and I need to quit getting caught up in all the extra slip covers and the posters and the pins and all that shit. I haven't seen those. I'll have to check it out. So happy to see that. Yeah, it's cool. That's a cool character. I haven't seen it though. I'll have to check it out. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, boys and girls. If you guys don't have any other questions, got a lot to do, and then tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. So it's midnight here on the East Coast. So I think I'm getting ready to call it a night on here. I really appreciate all the some of the new chatter that we're getting. If we could get everybody on here at one time, like a lot of my regulars weren't on here, like Gigi said, we'd have like a really lively bunch. So it'd be nice to get everybody on here all at once. So um, if you think of anything, if I didn't answer, wait until it posts or on one of my other videos, post a comment. If everybody has any objections, I'm gonna watch Sex Drive next week. If you don't know what that is, go to Tubi and look it up, and you can watch the trailer. It's funny as hell. It's a very underrated movie. I don't think it gets a lot of respect, and I would advise not watching the unrated version if you can, without watching the regular one first, because the unrated version is just stupid. They randomly just throw nudity in there and stuff and cursing that doesn't have anything to do with the movie, just being funny. They did that on purpose. So watch the regular version of it. So um, I really appreciate everybody that came out and supported it. If you're watching it now or you're watching this later, make sure you always throw a thumbs up on all the videos. It does help. Comment anything on any of my videos. I don't care if it's, hey, you're silly, you're stupid, whatever. The algorithm picks up stuff that has a lot of um, chatter on it or just a lot of activity. Well, Gigi's in the chat now. She just said, have a good night, y'all. She was here. Yeah, she was late coming on, but she was here. Bizarro, I haven't seen Bizarro since she told me she was going to do my Jeffy Awards, and then Star Wars Collecting Hobby said that they actually recorded something, and then they never were able to get it to me, and then I haven't talked to her, and then he said he hadn't talked to her in a couple weeks, I think, and I told him to get back with me and let me know how she was. That maybe she was just busy with school, and I haven't heard anything. You broke your phone. That's not good. Let me double check before I get off of here. I don't go on X very much. So nope, she hasn't responded to me on X. for like over 2 weeks. She hasn't posted anything in a while either, though, so I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's just weird not hearing from her at all. She would randomly just show up on a stream here or there, if nothing else. And then Star Wars Collecting Hobbies told me that if he found out anything about her, he'd let me know, and I hadn't heard anything either. So, kind of worries me. I was checking my messages while I was on here. No, I'm looking at all my social media stuff, and I don't have anything on there. Howdy, Tejana. All right, boys and girls. Hopefully, Turo, maybe you can get some time off one day and you can come on here and chatter with us most of the night instead of just when you get a break. But I think I'm wrapping it up, boys and girls. So hopefully you guys will keep supporting me and I'll keep making great content. Like I said, watch for my haul video that'll post tomorrow. And then I got a couple other surprises I'm going to throw out there. So yeah, I hope she's doing okay. Well, throw out well wishes to Rick and also to Bizarro, and hopefully we can find out what's going on with her. So I appreciate all you guys stopping by. And Arturo, hopefully you don't have to work too hard. And until next time, boys and girls, this has been JEFFMAN316. As always, I'm your pop culture reporter, and I'm going to sign out saying you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.